What is up? What is up, everyone? Hopefully, you have had a good trading day. As you can see over here on the chart, we're gonna go ahead and obviously, no surprise here, we're breaking down gold. We also are gonna cover the dollar and maybe just get into how we need to be taking this next step to analyze the positions we have coming up. So let's go ahead. I'm on the 30-minute time frame. This morning we took a trade and we got stopped out. I let the trade play out. I checked early this morning. I executed at around 3:30, 3:45 a.m. Mountain Time, 4:45 p.m. Central Time. And then if I got to go Eastern, I think it's like 5:45 a.m. So if we're gonna cover all the time frames, however, the position went good. Let me show you how we managed this position. Let's hit the bar replay. Okay, so we had a significant push up this morning. Is this bar by bar? No. Okay, so we got a push up and we broke above this structure that we had marked up. It was this area. And I took this trade on the 5-minute time frame. I'm going to show you what I took it off of. If we look here, there is our flag. Okay. Beautiful flag. And we're just above the zone. So I took the trade right here, stopped just below our zone at 34 pips. I used 3 micro contracts on this trade this morning. So I'll let it play out. We're taking off. It was in good position, good profit. I think even during this, what's running 78 pips, almost 80 points. But I had a take profit set at the 4-hour liquidity zone. That's where I was wanting price to go. I had no clue what was going to happen in the market today. I just saw this is the area I wanted to target. There is my entry zone. So again, market kind of plays around. I'm still in the position. Then all of a sudden we get a huge drop. Let me see, right there. Boom, takes me out of the trade just about right there. I'm stopped out of the trade. I didn't manage my position because I wasn't paying attention, which I should have. And definitely at 70 points, I should have been looking at the market, but I was just going to let it play out to take profit. I didn't expect this huge drop down. How I should have managed this is moved my take profit to, so locked in at least 10 pips of this. Market comes, takes me out, and then immediately jumps back into our support zone. And then shortly after, we get taken out for that would have been take profit. And then not only did it keep going, we could have managed to take profit from there, just let momentum play out. And I think it ended up running for almost 300 pips today. It's crazy because, especially this time of year, you get these beautiful moves on gold. You don't have to just settle for 20 points, 30 points. If your position's there and you see your analysis, especially during this time that we're in, especially on gold, you should let it take off, let it play out. And that's why I did this morning, because look at the potential upside on that. A minimum I was walking away with today was 150 pips. And most people, that's not even relevant to their strategy. But yeah, I'll let it play out. I'm happy with it. So let's go ahead. I just wanted to cover that position. I mentioned it in my analysis this morning. Yeah, look at this thing. It ended up going for almost 400 points on gold this morning, which is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Can't do anything about it. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. That was a business expense that I was willing to take. I had my risk minimized, and we will just live to trade another day. So, where are we at currently? Well, we're going to do what we always do. I'm zooming out. I'm going to my higher time frame. right here on our daily. This daily candle closed really impulsively back above our last higher high. We're coming into our area of structure. This person right here, the top of our trend line. And let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and drag this, because wherever this turns out, we just got another higher in the market, which is good. We're at the top of our trend line. I would love to see the market give us this right here. Get a close back below, kind of hover back in this 4-hour liquidity area, and then we get some downside to that. It finally shows that we're reversing in the market. Let's take that off. And if you want to use that tool, that one is called bars patterns, and I use that one pretty frequently. Again, we got this hover right here at the top, supported, and then it took off. Unfortunate, but at least we participated in the trade. At least we put ourselves out there to be able to capitalize on that type of position. Take that. I got to log that trade actually as well. I was a little disheartened by getting stopped out on it, but it is what it is. So we're near the top of this trend line. There's not a ton of structure being formed, but here's what I am noticing. On the 1 hour, it's not very clear, but when we drop down to our 30-minute, price is starting to give us like a very, like in price action terminology, it's starting to slow down. When there's momentum in the market, candles look just like this right here. We have nice full bodies of candles. That's another example of momentum in the market. There's another example of momentum in the market. Even that's a good example of momentum. Here's another example of momentum in the market. And when there's no momentum, and by momentum, I mean no volume, there's not a lot of people entering in positions, you get this slowed down price action, which is indicated by these smaller bodies of candles right here, because there's not a lot of volume inside of those candles. Let's go ahead. We're going to take off our arrows. So yeah, we got a lot of slow down price action right here, and it's forming a channel on the 15-minute, and we're going to drop down to the 5 to see if we can kind of get a better look at what this is looking like. And here, there's that. There's this. Kind of getting a rejection, and that's what it's looking like. So, oh, I'm on the 1. Sorry, y'all. I thought I clicked 5-minute. So yeah, this is a beautiful, I love trades like this. My favorite type of trade is when we get an impulse through an area, and then we get this slowed down price movement, and then we'll get like an impulse, a sharp impulse up, and then we'll get an impulse back down, breaking that low, form some type of little pattern here, and then we get indication that price wants to move lower. And it would end up looking like this, kind of what we're getting now. We get that fake out to the high here. And if you look, it's honestly just a little head and shoulders. There's the neckline, there's left shoulder, there's right shoulder. And then what's happening is price would go up, come back down, break that, then give us some type of pattern before dropping lower. And we just broke that zone, or this higher low in the smaller time frame of things. Okay, we would break this higher low, indicating that we want to go lower. But since price just got here, it could either float around for a day or two, or it could immediately give us that push back down. But yeah, I'm super excited about gold right now. The last 2 days we're in, like I said, I was willing to take that trade yesterday just because of the the flag that I saw, it was very much a valid trade. I'm not upset by it by any means. Um, but yeah, you don't know until you actually put yourself in the position to participate in the market. And if you have a trading plan, if you have a trading plan, you have a strategy, you have risk management, you have capital to trade, your only thing should be if the setup's there, it's in a good area, you know there's a target up top, there's minimized risk below, or there's a target on the bottom, there's minimized risk above. Enter the position. Just let it play out. Like I said, there you coulda, shoulda, woulda all day long for this type of trade, but I just didn't expect the market to come all the way back. I was prepared for some pullback, even just to entry. Like I said, I don't even care if it pulled back to entry because my bias today was long. Um, and tomorrow, as we're coming in tomorrow's Wednesday. It's Asia session Tuesday, and usually Wednesday on gold is our reversal day in the market from what we've been noticing with and within our group, I should say. Um, and that's it right here. This is a beautiful hover of like extension almost. You know, it's an extension of this right here, up above, coming to the trend line, and I'm just excited to see how this sucker plays out. Either and honestly, in moments like this, in ascending is typically by definition price is slowing down in an upwards fashion, meaning it's losing momentum into an area where there's a resistance, which aka the resistance would be our trend line up top. But here's the thing about ascendings. If an ascending comes with an impulse up, a lot of times we're going to get some more momentum to the top side first. Okay. And then all of a sudden we'll get this giant pushback in structure and then we'll get a drop. So those are the two things I'm looking for. Either it gives us this guy right here. Let's see if it'll select it all. Either it's going to give us this one, a nice impulse back up, um, kind of faking everyone out, catching people on the wrong side of the market because everyone's like, oh, it broke its last high. And there's going to be a lot of pattern traders out there that aren't just retail traders that are actually in the higher side of things, like in bigger institutions that are going to be trying to short the market, but follow the trend. You know, go with the momentum. Don't try and reverse a position because like you want to be right in the situation. And they're going to catch a lot of people today, tomorrow on the wrong side of the market. It wouldn't even surprise me if we got a little fake out back here, and then still pushed higher. Then we got to break back in, and then we go lower like this. So there's a lot of different variations of what we could quote unquote be expecting today. Um, but today I am a fan of the price action that we have right now. This is my type of market. And yeah, yesterday, tough luck. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We entered the position, stopped just below our structure. We were in the position here. I had a 35 pip stop loss. I was using micro contracts, and this is my first take profit at 158 points. And it didn't just go 158 points, it seriously went 350 points. So double what I was expecting. And that's the second 300 plus pip move that we've called in 2 weeks, just by following market structure, not trying to go counter trend, not trying to be right in our bias. We're anticipating moves, but we're not reacting. If you're on the side of reaction, you're late to the market. And usually, if you're late to the market, you might just want to wait a day or two. There's no point in just being dead set wrong. I've caught myself there so many times. So in this type of situation, do not force your opinion. Wait for the market to tell you what it wants to do. Whether it wants to go higher, you could catch some points to the top side. Said we're still in an upward trend. There's been no reason for it to downtrend. And now that we've kind of discussed this, let's go over where we would need to reverse. Okay. If we're looking for a reversal in the market, it's going to be, we could find it if you want to be for sure. I got to check our time. There we go. Where this is going to be our 4-hour liquidity zone right here, / reversal point. And then this one, now that we're on our 1 hour, we're going to take our 4-hour liquidity zone off. We're going to take our zone off. We're going to take this off. And then for the market to reverse for a shorter time frame, 1 hour liquidity zone reversal. That means you could be looking for shorts in this area, but if you want to be certain that the market's reversing, yeah, you could maybe take some small moves in this area. Let me show you. You would need, and I'm just going to be dramatic for the sake of making a point here. You want a clear break below structure. A clear break below structure. Okay. And then wait for the market to give you a pattern that it wants to go lower. And then after it does that, we're going to look for a target all the way down here. It's going to be my first target. Take profit 1. And like I said, look, yeah, we've been calling these moves. You could go back and look at the forecast if you want, but they're on there. I'm going to give you take profit 2, which is this one right here. I'm going to give you take profit 3, which is that right there. When we start to get a reversal, okay, and then take profit 3. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. This has just turned out to be such a beautiful market. Go back, watch the streams in our section. This is just, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Patience pays in this market. Patience pays. So yeah, I will leave the published idea for this in my trading view as well. So if you want to go check out the published idea, I'm going to make some notes, leave some comments on the actual chart image so you have a better understanding. A better understanding of how we're looking at this. But watch this video again. This video is super, super good. I love how this one turned out. And yeah, we will catch you next session. You already know what time. Asia session, because there's no other session unless it's Asia session. All right, peace.